Hello everyone, we're going to do a quick lesson on a maneuver called a blow-through. This maneuver is intended purely for disengaging from an enemy, so not offensive at all. It's sort of what you do to go from being offensive to being defensive, or from trying to do some kind of different maneuvering, sort of asymmetric. So without further ado, here we go. So you see here Valk, I'm attacking him, and in a minute he is, or actually in a few seconds, he is going to turn towards me and face me. And that's generally what people do when they are attacking someone. So that's kind of the key behind this maneuver. Is you have the advantage because your main engines are already pointed to propel you in a direction that will make it hard for him to hit you, whereas his engines are pointed the other way. So if he wants to pursue you, he's going to have to rotate all the way around, and then he's going to have to catch up with you, and then he's going to have to engage you. And if he had any forward speed at all, that just makes it worse. So that's kind of the idea behind this one. Alright, so generally you're trying to fly past him, so of course the first thing you're going to do is max your throttle. Okay, so you also want to make sure that afterburner is engaged here. And then what you're going to try to do is you're going to try to pass as close to him as possible. And this is going to keep him from being able to lead your turn. Now, leading turns, you can read about it in the offensive maneuvers section with skidded attack and all that. But basically, the goal is to try to create lateral distance at the closest point of approach. That way, the attacker can get as many shots on and be able to maneuver so that he's got his main engines pointed towards his enemy and he can stay in close. You want the opposite of that. So you're going to try to blow through as close to him as possible. So that's kind of the idea there. So if you ever come under fire, and this can even be before you blow past him, just add in a little bit of roll and pull, and that'll keep your vector moving enough to evade any of those pot shots that he's given. So you want to do this until you get a good 12 to 1500 meters of separation between you and the enemy. And then you have a few options. You can keep going forward and try to run away. Just note that if he's faster than you, he's going to be able to catch up with you eventually. So if you're slower, you can still make it work by using asteroids or whatever, and then trying to turn the tables, but just keep that in mind. Alright, you can reverse and perform a zoom maneuver like the arcing zoom, something like that, so see the LIS for those. You can reverse and perform another blow-through, and then if you see your enemy in the upper right pane, turn back away towards someone else or to do something else. You can reverse and then try to re-engage him if you think that the situation dictates that. So we're going to be doing the second to last option here, and I'm just going to show you what repeated blow-throughs can do, and you're going to see that you can pretty much keep from taking any damage. And keep in mind here that at least in this patch, the Saber is far more maneuverable and has far better weaponry than the Avenger. And the Avenger really isn't that great, doesn't have as much durability as it used to. It definitely shouldn't be able to escape a Saber, but you can see in the video that I'm going to play here that you can keep a Saber at bay at least until reinforcements arrive or you come up with a different plan or something like that. Now, in the very first pass, you're going to see what happens when you don't do a very good job of keeping that lateral velocity from coming in. Valk, he does a very good job of getting lateral velocity going, and that keeps me from being able to do an effective blow-through, and he does get some shots off on me. So that's a very good demonstration of what happens when you do that. But you can see in the rest of the video that I'm just going to let play now that you can keep doing these if you do it right and basically not take any hull damage. I did take some shield damage on my aft, but there are ways to sort of fix that. But alright, thanks everybody, hope you enjoy the rest of the video.
And it is much more difficult to hit.
Yeah. Like I was saying, there's just like no way. So this is what I think I'm going to have people do when we make the defensive. Like, if you call defensive, this is the maneuver you're going to do. So you got some lateral distance there, and that's how you're able to get some shots on me.
Mm-hmm. All right, matching up in pursuit.
Yep.
Warning. You are approaching simulation boundary. Warning. You are approaching simulation boundary. Warning. You are approaching simulation boundary.
All right, that time I could have gotten better shots.
Yeah, it's because you got that lateral distance.
Yeah.
So the key is, like, getting, for me, the defensive person is getting as close to you as possible as I pass.
Yes.
So that's just impossible for you to rotate quickly enough.
Yeah, you almost have to do it as a specialty and really train to hit people by doing that.
Warning. You are
Yeah, it's called a high deflection shot.
You know, it's actually really good at that. Gimbal boats that are using high-powered rounds. That's when you actually can do that well and actually hit a pretty good shield. But that's not a lot of people do that.
All right, cool. So let me try the other one now. So I'm just going to go away from the border here.